Live at 5, home of Triple Doppler Radar. This is your News Channel 3.
Right now in your News Channel 3 at 5, police are searching for a pair of suspects who've been terrorizing local motel workers, robbing them with a big knife. See the latest attack caught on tape.
If you take the Midtown Tunnel, you'll need to make other plans. We'll tell you about VDOT's plan to shut down the tube this weekend.
And an 18-year-old woman dies in a high-speed car crash. Tonight we have team coverage of the tragedy and why residents say something needs to be done about this deadly stretch of road. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tom Randall.
And I'm Barbara Sierra. We begin tonight with the weather.
Chief Meteorologist Dave Parker is tracking rain moving in. And Dave, does that mean we're in for thunderstorms as well?
I think a chance for thunderstorms will hold off until much later tonight. Right now, what's out there is simply scattered light showers. We'll check that out on exactly where it is on live triple Doppler radar in just a minute. If you're heading out for tonight, here's a look at our Skycam 3 network. First, we're going to start in Virginia Beach. Live look with the Armada Hoffler Tower. And out there, we're going to find scattered light showers, the road just a little bit wet. I don't think it's going to be enough to affect drive time for tonight. Live look also as we head out towards the city center in Newport News. Cloudy skies, a little bit of light rain. All right, let's take a look at triple Doppler radar. First, using our street level mapping. Here's 264 out of the Virginia Beach ocean front. Light scattered showers. A little pocket of rain right now moving directly down the east and westbound lanes heading directly towards the coast. As we zoom triple Doppler radar out just a little bit heading out towards the Green Run area, out towards Oceana, some steadier rain there, a little steadier rain out also moving east of Chicks Beach and the Little Creek area. And using our 3 live radars, we're also going to find some steadier rain on the sea side of the ocean shore. Eastern shore rather, but other than that, just scattered light showers. Tom mentioned the possibility of thunderstorms. We're going to talk about that chance coming up in our 10-day triple Doppler forecast. You don't want to miss that. It's coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Dave, and of course, Dave's back with your triple Doppler 10-day forecast in just 10 minutes. And remember, you can get live weather updates 24 hours a day on our website at WTKR.com. Just click on your weather. Well, we have some breaking news out of Norfolk to tell you about right now. A worker at Alice May's Soul Food restaurant has been diagnosed with hepatitis A. Only certain customers are at risk for the contagious liver disease. Those who ate cornbread or drank cold beverages at the restaurant from 5 p.m. until closing April 15th through the 18th may have been exposed and should receive preventative treatment. If you think you may have been exposed to hepatitis A, see your doctor immediately or call the Norfolk Health Department. Here's the number, 683-2034 from 8 to 8 weekdays. They will be administering shots later this week. Now, we're going to have much more on this breaking story on your News Channel 3 at 6.
Well, Tom, our other top story tonight, a deadly crash in Virginia Beach. It happened last night on Farrell Parkway. An 18-year-old young woman ran off the road. Her car plowed out of control through 2 backyards and then hit a tree. Tonight, we have team coverage of the deadly accident. News Channel 3's Taylor Hull is live in Virginia Beach at the crash site. And we begin with Lisa Godley at the victim's family's home in Portsmouth. This must have been tough news for them, Lisa.
It was very tough for her family. But actually, Barbara, we're here at I.C. Norcom High School in Portsmouth. Now, this is where Irisha Streeter, she shined. She was a captain of the cheerleading squad here at Norcom High School. She was voted best all around by her classmates while here. In fact, we're told that she came back recently to work as a manager and keep statistics for the school's wrestling team.
She would laugh a lot. She could joke a lot with you. She could be serious when necessary, but very loving, very caring, very outgoing.
Naomi Bolden is one of many teachers at I.C. Norcom High School in Portsmouth who taught Irisha Streeter and remembers her fondly. The 18-year-old died instantly on Monday after losing control of her car on Farrell Parkway in Virginia Beach and plowing through 2 fences and a shed before hitting a tree. The former captain of Norcom's cheerleading squad is remembered for her beaming smile, her bubbling personality, and her uncompromising faith in God.
Every time I saw her, she was always friendly. How are you? How's things going? How's your classes?
Streeter took advanced and honors classes while at Norcom and was voted best all around before graduating in June of last year. Dr. Margaret Bristow taught Streeter honors English in the 9th grade. She says Irisha had a knack for being able to combine athletics and academics, and that continued after graduation. Irisha volunteered as a manager for the wrestling team here at Norcom, while working as a nursing assistant and going to classes at Tidewater Community College in Virginia Beach.
If anybody would have transferred what they learned in English to the college setting, it would have been Arisha.
Arisha Streeter was on her way home from classes in Virginia Beach at the time of the crash.
I cannot imagine what her parents are going through, but know that she will greatly be missed.
Now, police reports say Arisha Streeter was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash, which comes as a surprise to her mother because she says her daughter always buckled up. Reporting live from IC Norcom High School with the Portsmouth Mobile Newsroom, Lisa Godley, News Channel 3.
Neighbors are horrified tonight that such a promising young woman died in their backyard. They tell your News Channel 3 that they have complained again and again about streets of speed through their neighborhood. News Channel 3's Taylor Hall picks up our Team 3 coverage with word that last night's death is finally bringing action.
It is, Tom. We've spoken with city engineers today about what can they do with some of the high-speeding motorists along Farrell Parkway. We're live just here. Let me get out of the shot here. Not too much of activity going on now. We are not too far from a traffic light, but we've caught a couple of motorists speeding today, some going as high as 10 miles over the posted limit, which is about 50 miles per hour here. Again, these motorists are slowing down. However, based on yesterday's fatal accident, residents of Bellamy are saying this must stop, and it's got to stop right now.
We've certainly, our neighbors have called and so forth.
Obviously, they have to take another look to assess the situation.
Since 2001, there have been 26 accidents along Farrell Parkway and 1 fatality. Mary and Rick Rumble clearly upset because they believe the city must do something to reduce speed and extend a guardrail along Farrell Parkway. Folks in Bellamy Manor subdivision are sickened over the death of a young motorist, 18-year-old Arisha Streeter. City Traffic Engineering tells your News Channel 3 that they will re-evaluate road conditions on Farrell Parkway.
We'll look at the speed to see if it's appropriately posted, and we will do a speed study to see if it's appropriate for the road.
And when we told Rick Rumble that the city will take another look at the situation, he says he'll see what happens next.
The topic is open for discussion, and then once the data is in, you can say, okay, we built this so long ago, we've had so many incidents.
Back here live on Farrell Parkway, again, motorists are coming to a red light, so we don't have a lot of speeders at the moment. The residents over in Bellamy Manor are very serious. They said they will continue to put pressure on the city to get them to get the speed limit reduced in this area, in addition to extending the guardrail. Now, talking with city engineers, they tell us it really isn't that easy. The speed is going to be based on how the roadway is laid out. Extending the guardrail may not necessarily prevent someone from having such a deadly accident as what happened yesterday afternoon. Reporting live from the Virginia Beach Mobile Newsroom, Taylor Hall, News Channel 3.
Taylor, thanks. If you have a street of speed you would like your News Channel 3 to investigate, just go to our website at WTKR.com and tell us about it.
Also in Virginia Beach, yesterday a hotel worker was killed trying to cross the street at the oceanfront. Police say a pickup truck struck 57-year-old Hajavan Patel as he tried to cross at 29th Street and Pacific. An ambulance rushed him to the hospital where he died just before 9. Apparently, it was an accident. Police tell us speed and alcohol were not factors in the crash, and the truck driver will not be charged. A motel in Hampton is robbed not once, but twice in less than a week, and both times the men came in wielding big knives. Hampton police believe it's the same guys doing the robberies, and not only that, they're concerned by the violent nature of the attacks. News Channel 3's Peninsula reporter Kathleen Carey joins us from outside the Peninsula newsroom at Oyster Point to tell us more. Kathleen?
Well, Barbara, it would appear that working at a motel can be dangerous, especially it would seem one particular motel in Hampton, the Arrow Inn, that's located off of Semple Farm near Magruder. As you mentioned, it's been hit twice in less than a week. Hampton police believed by the same 2 young guys, and one of those guys was carrying a knife that had a blade on it, at least the length of this large piece of metal right here. Now, we want you to take a look at some surveillance video that was taken inside the motel lobby. This happened last Wednesday and again just last night, where the armed robbers struck late at night. The first guy goes over the counter carrying a Bowie knife, kind of tucked behind his wrist. The second guy didn't flash his dagger until they got the clerk into the back room. Now, the first thing they did was cut the phone lines, and then they robbed the clerks. and they leave the same way they came in, right over the counter. No one in either case was hurt, but the armed robbers did make off with a fair amount of cash. Now, police say the suspects are young white men, ages 17 to 20. One is 6 feet tall, 150 pounds. He has narrow set eyes and wears a mustache and goatee. The other, 5'7", 145 pounds. He has a large tattoo on his right calf area. Both men were hiding behind masks. Now, as for the getaway car, police say that it is a 90s model, two-door Honda Civic, teal blue in color that is, with a loud muffler, loud as if it is broken. Now, if you recognize either of those armed men, or perhaps the car description sounds familiar, you're asked to call Crime Line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. Reporting live from outside of our Peninsula newsroom in Oyster Point, Kathleen Carey, News Channel 3.
Well, drivers, listen up. VDOT is closing the Midtown Tunnel. It's only temporary, but it's going to be a pain while it lasts, folks. VDOT tells you, News Channel 3, it will close the Midtown Tube this Saturday at 5:30 in the morning for repaving. The tunnel should reopen Monday. VDOT says it should open before Monday morning rush hour. Well, you may not want to use the downtown tunnel as an alternative route. The work on the Midtown Tube is all part of the Penner's Point project in Portsmouth, which should be done this summer. Tune in Monday morning for complete traffic updates on the 3s on your News Channel 3 this morning.
Well, tonight the Coast Guard is out in force searching for 2 Virginia Beach men. They went fishing off the Eastern Shore Sunday and then just vanished. The Coast Guard located their vessel, a 12-foot John boat, but so far no sign of the 2 men.
That's right, and we're going to have new developments on the search tonight on your News Channel 3 at 6.
Now, here at your News Channel 3, we are building our station around you.
Indeed, Barbara. So all day today, we're taking you behind the scenes to show you how it all comes together.
What happened to the audio? That's right, guys. You said that you wanted to see how we put this newscast on the air. Well, we are showing you for the next 90 minutes. Coming up next, we're going to take you here to the Nerve Center, the control room. This is where it all happens when a newscast is on the air. We'll have it for you coming up next.
And right now we have some light scattered showers across the area, but coming up in our 10-day triple Doppler forecast, we're going to talk about 2 chances for thunderstorms. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
And tonight, your Health Watch uncovers the truth about girls and steroids. You may think it's just a problem for boys, but more and more young girls are turning to the drugs to help them excel in sports. Up next, see how widespread the problem is and when you should start talking to your kids about steroids.
Right now, it is time for a first check on the ride home with Jennifer Cooper in your Skycam 3 Traffic Center. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Tom. Roadways are looking pretty good out there this evening. We do have a few accidents on the interstates and some slower traffic at our tunnels. State police have reported an accident at 264 East at Valentine, causing the downtown tunnel eastbound to be at Effingham, westbound is at Harbor Park. Here, looking at 64 at west of Greenbrier. Traffic there is moving much better. There was an earlier accident reported. The vehicles are off to the side. Traffic has resumed now with no major problems or delays. Here, you're looking at 64 at Bay Avenue. Traffic heading towards the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, a little heavy and slow, making your way onto the peninsula. I'm Jennifer Cooper with your Skycam 3 Traffic.
At WTKR.com, you've got it all at your fingertips. Medical advances and tips for healthy living. Want to know where to go at Hampton Roads? The information you need is on your community calendar. WTKR.com. We're working hard to be your News Channel 3.
Hampton Roads, take a look. It's more than a street map. It's your neighborhood.
Street level forecasting like you've never seen before. Showing you the exact time and place the storm will hit. The station that always tracks the storms. Your News Channel 3.
Your News Channel 3 is brought to you in part by the Town Center of Virginia Beach.
Our most advanced engineering, our most luxurious appointments are all found behind one grill. The Denali Line by GMC.
Monster trucks are taking over the beach. Pro Trucks presents Monsters on the Beach, May 5th through the 8th at the Virginia Beach Oceanfront. The biggest, the baddest, the best monster trucks are back for 5 big shows. Gravedigger, Monster Mutt, Bulldozer, Megasaurus, and more. Racing side by side for ultimate sand domination. Bleacher seating available through all Ticketmaster outlets. Call 491-SUNN for more information or visit BeachStreetUSA.com. Monsters on the Beach, presented by Pro Trucks.
Coming Coming up this week on Explore Health with SENTARA, PAX is making its mark on Hampton Roads medicine. See why this high-tech way of communication translates into speedier care at SENTARA. Plus, our doctors can see images you won't believe thanks to amazing medical technology. Be sure to join Ann Keffer for those stories and much more this week on Explore Health with SENTARA, Saturday at 7 on News Channel 3.
Wow.
The new hot, fresh toasted subs are here. Just $1.99 gets you a regular 6-inch toasted meatball marinara sub. Crisp, crunchy bread, hot, bubbly cheese, toasted hot inside and out for under $2. Subway. Eat fresh.
You've seen the headlines. Newport News' biggest Hyundai dealership has been sold. Now it's Priority Hyundai. And Priority is selling all leftover vehicles below factory prices because we didn't buy them from the factory. Sonatas from $10,988, Elantras from $8,788, choose from 50 Tucsons, 140 new Hyundais in all with America's best warranty and Priority Plus. Below factory prices because we didn't buy them from the factory. New Priority Hyundai, Newport News on Jefferson Avenue, just past Denby Boulevard.
Tonight, we are taking you behind the scenes at your News Channel 3.
And one of the places where all the action happens, I mean all of it, is the control room. And Bob Matthews is live now with our production team to show us what's going on up there.
Hey, Barbara and Tommy, they have been busy today, too. This is the control room. Everything happens in here, including all of the folks that work in here have to keep track of everything that is going on all of these screens here. This is everything that's been on TV and that's going to be on TV. Case in point, look at this right here. Here's Skycam 3 traffic reporter Jennifer Cooper. Wave to us, Jennifer. How are you? Right over here is the guy that makes all of this look flawless on the air. He is technical director Leonard Smollicum. Leonard, I got to ask you, how many things have you got to keep track of in any 1 minute of the show to keep this thing running smoothly?
You have to keep track of tapes, you have to keep track of talent, keep track of your stills, your graphics, your animations, and the reporters, which are the hardest of all.
Absolutely, because we never listen to you. When you see our names on the bottom of the screen there, like when it says Bob Matthews, here's the person that's in charge of that right here. This is Sarah. Sarah, can you put my name on the bottom of the screen real quick, show everybody? See, there it is right there. Now, further on up here, we've got the folks that keep track of the show. This is our producer, Shelley Fentress. She is in charge of keeping track of all of the times and making sure that everybody does what they're supposed to do in the time they are allotted. So how are we doing here, Shelley? How far over are we?
We're a little heavy. We're going on a minute heavy.
So you want me to wrap?
If you could wrap, that would help me. Thank you.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to do just that. Coming up in about 5 minutes, we're going to go downstairs to the newsroom here in our Norfolk studios and show you how we put together a story and how it gets on the air. That's coming up in just a few. Tom and Barbara, back down to you in the studio. We're going to see you guys later.
Didn't Shelley say rap?
Yeah.
Bob, thanks. Topping your health watch tonight. A disturbing new trend among teenage girls. A study finds more girls are turning to steroids to get stronger in sports or look more muscular. According to government and university studies, 5% of high school girls and 7% of middle school girls admit using steroids at least once. One study leader reports a substantial increase in the problem during the 1990s. It's now at an all-time high. Another expert says kids should get warnings about steroids beginning in the 3rd grade. And apparently many Americans know the rules for healthy living. We just don't follow them. A new study finds that only 3% of Americans practice all 4 basic habits: not smoking, eating well, exercising regularly, and maintaining a healthy weight. Most people reject health advice despite evidence that those who stick to the rules are less likely to develop heart disease, cancer, and other chronic illnesses. Researchers say the government should do more to create an environment that promotes healthy living as the social and cultural norm.
Triple Doppler radar sees it live and sees it first. Now your forecast from Chief Meteorologist Dave Parker.
Chances are, if you will be out and about tonight, you will run into a little bit of rain. Let's start off on triple Doppler radar and our street level mapping. And as we zoom in right now to areas around downtown Norfolk and Portsmouth, we've got some steady showers moving into that area. In fact, as we zoom in, we'll head into one of the most noticeable features in all of Hampton Roads, and that is scope. You see it right there in the middle part of your screen. Some rain moving over that. And we've got more rain coming in out of the Portsmouth side. You see Hospital Point right there as well. Now, as we move out to the west, heading west down 460 and 58, also out towards portions of Isle of Wight, Surrey, Wakefield, just some scattered showers out there. You see a lot of dry landscape as well. But we do have a steady rain shower right now coming east of 35. And let me give you some of the communities that are out there where that shower is. And as we zoom in on triple Doppler radar, that shower that just a few minutes ago was over top of Joyner, that's moving off to the east. And for those of you out towards Vicksville, that's going to move off to the east and off to the northeast over the next 15 to 20 minutes. And with our 3 live radars, some scattered, mainly light showers across the area. So live look outside with our Skycam 3 network. This is the view along the edge of the Chesapeake Bay, courtesy of our friends out there at the Westminster Canterbury building. I was out there earlier today. It was noticeably cooler there than it was inland. Right now, cloudy skies, a little bit of light rain. As we head out towards downtown Norfolk and Portsmouth, you know that rain we just showed you? There it is on the camera lens, looking across the Elizabeth River from Norfolk over towards Portsmouth. And finally, heading out towards the driver's section of Suffolk. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of light rain with more rain on tap later tonight, certainly as we head towards tomorrow. So let's track that rain, give you a better idea of what's going to happen later tonight. A lot of that moves out by 7, 8 o'clock, but as we head towards midnight, we've got more rain moving in, and you'll see all that rain to the west. That will spill over the area later tonight, and an even better chance of rain as we head towards tomorrow morning. All right, if you're heading outside right now, most areas in the low and mid 60s. There are a few 50s out there, but most areas in the 60s like Virginia Beach and Norfolk. 50s though on the eastern shore. It's 57 right now in Gloucester, but inland in North Carolina, 66 in a husky. So tonight's triple Doppler forecast looking at on Hampton, some scattered, mainly light showers, but by morning, much better chance of rain, maybe even a thunderstorm. Temperatures to start off your Wednesday are in 55 to 59 degrees. So once again, let's take you through tonight and into Wednesday. And as we track that rain in our hour-by-hour forecast, as we head towards midnight, here comes the rain. And as I mentioned, much better chance of rain as we head towards 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then as we head towards the later morning hours, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, that moves out by noon tomorrow. Partly sunny skies most of the day tomorrow will be dry. If you're heading out on the water tomorrow, not a bad day. Winds out of the west 10 to 15 knots with waves at 1 to 2 with seas up around 3. So tomorrow's triple Doppler forecast, highest chance of rain tomorrow in the morning hours, much of the day partly sunny, a little warmer tomorrow with highs back in the upper 60s and low 70s. And your 10-day triple Doppler forecast, low 70s tomorrow, upper 60s Thursday, Friday. More rain Thursday night. Then again Friday, thunderstorms as we head towards Saturday night. We'll have more on that 10-day forecast at 5:30.
Thank you so much, Dave. Well, you've heard us say it. We're working hard to be your News Channel 3.
That is why we're giving you a special behind-the-scenes tour of our studios today. If you've ever wondered how we get the news on the air, now we're showing you all day today.
See more of our behind-the-scenes coverage next on your News Channel 3 at 5.
Triple Doppler weather is brought to you in part by Cavalier Telephone.
The problem: the Haynes warehouse is filled to capacity, and 30,000 more pieces of furniture are about to slam into it. The solution: destroy the prices on 30,000 pieces of furniture already in the warehouse and move them out at any price. We mean any price. Till 10 Wednesday night, Haynes is forced to destroy our own prices because we've never had so much furniture and no room to hold it. 30,000 prices. We don't care how low we go. We only care about one thing: getting rid of it all by 10 Wednesday night. Haynes.
Start having a great life. It's about living.
Reintroducing the Kia Sportage with a 10-year warranty, available V6, and advanced safety features. The SUV with everything is now for everyone. Visit your Hampton Roads Kia retailers.
In 1898, when J. Milton Eckert opened his first drugstore, customers came for carefully filled prescriptions and advice they knew they could count on. An idea that over 100 years later still holds good. Today at Eckert Pharmacy, you'll find that same professional care, shorter waiting times, your favorite products, and more. We think you'll be impressed. We're sure J. Milton would be. Eckerd, America's family pharmacy.
Get ready for an explosion of 3 cheeses. Introducing the 3 cheese stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. It's got 3 melted cheeses inside the crust for a totally new, totally cheesy, earth-shattering flavor. That's 3 more reasons to eat it backwards. Get the original stuffed crust for $9.99 or a large one topping new 3 cheese stuffed crust for only $10.99. 3 melted cheeses? Now that's a triple stuffed crust. The new 3 cheese stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. Just $10.99. Only when you gather around the good stuff.
Well, I had this bill, right, and I didn't have the money. So what was I going to do? I mean, I could bounce checks. That gets expensive. And then late fees, no better. So I was stuck until I went to Advance America Cash Advance. Well, I'd heard of them before. I checked out the website, got the facts, found out the fees, found a location close by. It was easy. I just walked into Advance America, gave them some basic information, and they helped me get the money I needed right on the spot. And you know what? That's money you can count on.
It's that time of year again. The Chrysler Museum of Art's Chrysler to Chrysler $10 car raffle.
This year, it's a Chrysler 300, voted 2005 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Purchase your raffle ticket at the museum, online, or by calling 664-6200.
Why don't you just show your support and buy your ticket today? I love the Chrysler Museum.
Today, we are giving viewers a chance to go behind the scenes at your News Channel 3, and one of the most frequently asked questions is, how do we decide which stories to cover?
Very good question. Those decisions happen throughout the day in our newsroom, and that is where we find your tour guide, Bob Matthews. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Barbara. Yeah, we're down here in the newsroom. You're right, because this is where, when you call us, we're at when we get those phone calls and their emails from you. We're sitting here at the desk like 6 o'clock producer Brian Halberstadt is right now. He is busy getting the 6 o'clock newscast together, so we're not going to bother him too much. But your emails come into these computers here. Your phone calls come to our phones here, and this is where we get our story ideas. And we don't just have our newsroom here in Norfolk to do all that. Here at News Channel 3, we have 4 newsrooms all over Hampton Roads set up in order to cover the news that's important to you better. Our newsroom here in Norfolk is one of 4 newsrooms your News Channel 3 uses to cover what happens in Hampton Roads. At the town center of Virginia Beach, Kurt Williams anchors your News Channel 3 at noon and co-anchors our 5:30 newscast. We can also deliver live reports from the town center with just the flip of a switch. The oceanfront is home to your News Channel 3's Boardwalk newsroom. Like Town Center, we're able to broadcast live from there, something no other television station can do. Not only does this come in handy on those beautiful summer days when tourists are enjoying the sun, but when a hurricane threatens Hampton Roads, we can stay on the air here to better track the storm. And on the peninsula, your News Channel 3 has a state-of-the-art newsroom at the Oyster Point Town Center. From Newport News' newest office development, our crews can cover the peninsula from Hampton to the Northern Neck, all in an effort to bring you the most news from the most places every single day. Back here live, if you want to see a schedule of what's coming up here on the newscasts tonight at 5:30 and 6, we've got our assignment board here. For instance, Brian Sinkoff has got a preview of the Admirals game coming up in sports. And coming up tonight on News Channel 3 at 5:30, we're going to go back upstairs and show you our digital operating center. It is really very, very cool. That is where the entire operation here at News Channel 3 comes together. That's tonight on News Channel 3 at 5:30. Tom and Barbara, back to you.
Thanks, Bob. Earlier today, we unveiled a new feature to your News Channel 3. You can now watch our noon broadcast every day live on the web at WTKR.com. So if you're away from your television set or even out of the country, you can go to WTKR.com anywhere in the world and watch us live at noon every single day. Now,
that should make Kurt feel like a very popular guy.
He's going to be a worldwide star, I think. And there he is, Kurt Williams, joining me next at 5:30, live from the Virginia Beach newsroom.
I'm already internationally known,
I didn't
right?
know.
Yeah.
I digress.
Hey, you're going to love this next story. It's a story that we've been following in the news for some time, Tom and Barbara. It's a story that grosses out some people all across America. A woman who says that she found a finger in her Wendy's chili. Now she's back in court to face some hefty charges. New at 5:30, we'll have the latest in the case, plus the search for the missing finger's owner. A story so compelling. It's finger-licking good.
It's must-see TV, Kurt. And we're going to see you coming up in just moments. And Barbara, I'll see you again at 6.
You bet. And your News Channel 3 at 5:30 is straight ahead.
Your News Channel 3 is brought to you in part by the Town Center of Virginia Beach.
A 200-year-old Senate rule is all that stands between you and extremist judges. Radical Republicans are trying to break that rule to get judges who will overturn your right to privacy, clean air, the minimum wage. A few courageous Republicans are standing up to the radicals. If John Warner joins them, it could make all the difference. Call him today. Move On PAC is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
At Priority, we're getting some unusual reactions to our policy of giving maintenance and service, including oil changes, for 2 years or 24,000 miles. There's no charge, sir. Thanks, there's no charge. There's no charge, ma'am.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Come back, come back. I just want to thank you.
Why would you not make your next new car a priority? Priority Toyota, Scion, Chevrolet, and Acura. We put you first.
This week, Haynes will sell a lot of furniture, which means we can reduce the price of all our carpet that much lower. We're talking half or even a third of the prices you've come to know in the carpet business. Pick out any color, any style, any texture of carpet you want. We'll come out and measure your house free. We'll install everything free. We'll give you free padding and an extra year to pay interest-free. We'll hang it all out there because Virginia's biggest furniture store is going to rock the world of carpet prices till Wednesday night at Haynes.
Broadway at Chrysler Hall announces the 2005-2006 season of entertainment. Subscribe now and be the first to get tickets to Disney's The Lion King, as well as the Tony Award-winning Best Musical Comedy, Hairspray. Patrick Cassidy and American Idol's Amy Adams star on the new national tour of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Direct from Broadway, the passionate dance musical Forever Tango, the razzle-dazzle smash hit musical Chicago, and as a subscriber option, the family favorite Annie. Subscribe to Broadway at Chrysler Hall. Call 1-888-500-B-WAY.
Military Sealift Command, a department of the Navy, is looking for you. If you want to travel the world, make great pay with full benefits, and have job security without a service commitment, then this is the career for you. MSC transports equipment and supplies to U.S. military forces worldwide. Get on-the-job training, career advancement opportunities, federal government benefits, excellent living accommodations, and first-class meals. Take command of your career. Call 1-866-867-1267 or log on to our website today.
Rainy days, city streets, freestyle drives with total ease, countryside and all-wheel drive and horsepower sure to please. There's command seating for everyone for a higher view of the road, and best-in-class cargo space to carry the ample load.
Ford Freestyle, awarded the highest government safety rating. Now for just $259 a month at your neighborhood Ford store.